sure to post on this other shit.
3, 2, 1.
Alright.
Rams there? You can't see me? Yours just got a little blurry. Oh no, I'm gonna tell my wife to get off the Wi-Fi just in case.
That's crazy. That's so crazy.
Sorry, I'm just checking to make sure we good.
I'm hard as fuck.
I think we are. Okay, we good there.
Can y'all still see and hear me well?
Yeah.
Nice. Can y'all also hear the baby yelling in the background?
I
Only
heard
a tad. It's not significant, I don't think.
I heard like once, but even then it was little.
Alright, we're good. So 3, 2, 1, clap. Welcome to another episode of the Afro Taku Podcast. I'm Mr. Good Guy, aka MGG, and I'm joined here by my co-hosts who will introduce themselves, starting right now.
Hey, it's player 5.
What's going on? It's Jugger.
It's Don. I changed my name.
Oh.
No, no, me.
Backhanded
It's me.
again.
What?
Right?
It's gonna say Deuce on the final edit though. On the final.
Damn.
What up, what up, what up? I am Grimps.
All right, let's jump right into
Hold
it.
on, pause. First move pass in my ear like
Wow.
Wow. But yeah, jumping right into story time. Player 5, take it away.
I recently went on a trip to Mexico. On that trip, I was at like a resort, but I decided I wanted to kind of go out into like the cities and shit. Specifically, this girl I was hanging with, she wanted to go to like this bar where they like hang you upside down and like give you a shot upside down. Sound goofy, but I was like, whatever, let's go. So when she had explained it, she, mind you, background, she a Chicago nigga, and Chicago people like to explain things like they got a whole bunch of confidence in the situation without actually knowing what's going on. So we thought she had everything figured out, like Ubers, the works, you know what I'm saying? So we were like, all right, yeah, we're gonna pop down there, pop back, let's do this. So when we get there, everything started seeming sketch because she had to ask somebody else to order the Uber because none of our Ubers will work in Mexico. Then the weirdest thing, like they let you pay for Uber in cash in Mexico, which was all weird to me. But I was like, whatever. I'm like, she know what she doing is good. So we end up taking this Uber like an hour out into some random city
Damn.
in Mexico, and then so after we do our thing, we at the bar hanging out. By the way, it is not a good idea to do shots upside down. Guarantee you headache. Um,
Tough.
we do our thing. I was like, all right, time to go. Well, now we in the middle of Mexico, not at our resort, with no Ubers that work, no way to get an Uber, nothing, right? And I'm like, yo, I thought you had a plan. She has absolutely no plan. Her plan was, shit, we gonna figure it out when we get there.
Wow.
So now I'm like, oh my god, all right, bro, we gotta figure this out. I gotta go get cash out of a loose ATM. Them niggas charging like $11 per transaction, crazy. And then like at the moment we stepped out of the Uber, there was this dude that was like trying to sell me like coke, meth, Molly, women,
Hey.
the whole thing. I was like, nah, bro, I'm good. And like he asked me this 4 separate times. And if you've ever seen me, bro, I'm like huge, I'm big, black, I'm 6'5". You do not like miss me and confuse me for the next guy. You know what I'm saying? Especially in a place where I'm probably the only black person for 50 miles. This dude kept asking me. I figured he thought he was gonna weigh me down. Anyway, while I'm going to get some like money to get an Uber back, or to try and figure out how we might get an Uber back, this girl over here asking the coke dealing pimp if he can find us a taxi. And I'm like, bro, I'm not getting in no taxi in Mexico from a coke dealing pimp. Like, that's not how I'm getting home today. You know what I'm saying? It was ridiculous. So moral of the story is, eventually we end up finding this sweet old grandpa that was just nice enough to order us an Uber. Because I'm like, it is kind of wild. Like, hey, we don't speak Spanish. Can you order us an Uber? There's no guarantee we actually gonna pay. This might hit your card. Can you order us an Uber so that we can go back? But we managed to find this sweet grandpa that fucked with us. We end up getting back about 2 hours late. I did not get into the random taxi cab of a coke dealing pimp, and I'm safe.
Wow. So who approached this nice old man?
It was the girl in our group. I told her because I was like, bro, I'm like a big 6'5" dude. I can't be walking up on people like, hey, and I'm like, already like, you're gonna have to go up, throw in the charm because they not going for me. You know, so,
do what you need to do, bro.
Exactly. So was it just you and this shorty?
Me, her, and then one of my homies. Yeah, and man, it was ridiculous. I was like, why would you tell us you knew it? Like, how can your plan be we gonna figure it out? None of us speak Spanish. But
do we happen to know this female? Or is it something?
No, it was just like somebody, you know, I met up with. She was from Chicago. We was hanging out, you know, kicking it out in Mexico.
Oh, you didn't go on the trip with her?
No.
So she just happened to be in Mexico at the same time?
Yeah, she was in Mexico at the same time. We was chilling.
So basically what you're telling us is she could have been a trafficker.
Yeah, she
y'all could have got trafficked.
Was she was there by herself?
Yo.
Yeah.
Red flag.
She a trafficker.
Oh, word. Wow.
Okay. We wasn't just loosely in Mexico. We was at a resort.
That's the
still red flag.
Red flag. Yeah.
Damn.
Somebody traveling alone is one thing. Like me as a dude, you already know as dudes, traveling alone is still kind of weird. But then as a woman, you do that to Mexico? I don't know. To me, that would strike me at least as a yellowish flag.
No, I'd say like, if they're in a resort, that's fine. But the fact that she just want to travel to this random ass spot, like you don't got a way to come to get back. Yeah. It sounded like me she was working with that
exactly.
Bro,
so
I feel like it now that we
yo.
Good
thing your nigga sense is kicked in.
Right. Yo, for real though. Like, damn.
She was like, damn,
I'm definitely not getting into this taxi.
Gonna have you working on a cocaine farm somewhere, bro. Your name gonna be Humal after a while. No, bro. Yeah. But anyways, all right. I guess that was it for the story time. On to some decent news. We'll kick it off with Scojo suing Disney before I talk about this other stuff. Any thoughts? People think Scojo was goofy for suing the mugs, or what? She need to get her bread.
Well, that's what he's called Scojo.
Because I don't know all the details. I know that she was trying to sue them. I'm guessing for not getting paid enough for one of the movies, right?
This is what happened. Effectively, part of her contract was that she would get like money off the top of whatever they sold in box office, right? And so what they did was they released it in theaters and at Disney Plus. So her argument is everybody that watched it on Disney Plus, that money none of that came to her. That went straight to Disney. So she's saying they owe her like $50 million at least.
Damn. She trying to get the bag.
So hear me out. If I had $50 million on the table, I'd be trying to sue their ass too. So I don't want to give her a complete goofy. But it's like, bro, it's Disney. It's over with. If Disney like we not paying you, you're not getting your money, bro. It's over with.
All right.
So you got to read the fine print in the contract.
You were on mute. You gotta say that again, dude.
That's just it, though. I mean, like there was, they were saying that in her contract, it literally said that there's only going to be a theater release when the theaters get released. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, like in that point, it's like, oh, okay, bet. I mean, if Disney truly did break the contract, then I mean, she should be good. And plus, I mean, like you say, it's Disney. They don't want to pay, but at the same time, it's Disney. It's not like they don't got the bread to give away if they wanted to.
I mean, they
So-
don't want to give away 50 million though. They probably gonna settle. Honestly, she's probably gonna get some bread from it. She's not gonna get 50 million though.
Mm. Could y'all see ScarJo getting blackballed
Yes,
like
sir.
Megan Fox did?
Yes, sir. From Disney.
I
don't
mean,
know.
from Disney, yeah. I mean, they already got her replacement. They truly never need her again. I mean, Disney got a lot of money and a lot of sway. They could blackball her.
Well, I mean, I was talking about this with my wife the other day, and I felt like it is similar to the Megan Fox situation, where like I don't know what ScarJo's personality is outside of just acting in films. So like I feel like she had more of like an outside personality where I actually care what she says or I'm interested in her life outside of the movie she plays in, and I guess being attractive in some ways. I would feel like it'd be harder to blackball her. But in this case, I feel like if they just replaced her with another good-looking white woman, we probably wouldn't notice that she was blackballed.
Yeah.
Just from what I've seen her in so far, and the fact, like I said, that I don't see what her personality is outside of her acting in movies.
She's been in a ton of movies, to be honest. Even if she got blackballed, she good.
That's what
I
I
mean,
was
she
about
got
to
the
say.
money. The fact that she was losing 50 million, I'm like, well, how much did you make off the shit?
Right.
At least,
But
like,
she made 20 up front.
Oh, okay. That's still good.
I guess I want to see her net worth. Like, I knew she like had money, but
Yeah, I mean, she'd been in quite a few films before she was Black Widow. So
Alright.
yeah, I remember her in a couple of films when I was growing up.
Oh, they say 165.
Okay,
There you go.
You need that shit.
165 million?
Yeah. Damn. Okay.
That's her net worth?
That's what they say. Yeah.
Wow. For having no personality, great for her, man. Kudos to her. Retired.
A lot of that because of Disney though, so she gotta be careful.
You think so?
She
I think
was
so.
definitely
Oh, yeah.
before Disney, though, bro.
She was
Yeah.
she was popular. She won like
She had
A-list,
she was major like leading films. In Disney, she ain't lead no films.
Right.
I guarantee you the
That's
majority of that 165 is before Disney.
It's coming from something else.
no way.
Let me see.
No way.
Scarlett Johansson's, what do you call that, a discography?
The filmography. Like, okay, Lucy, she was in Lucy. That was
Yeah.
ass. She was in Ghost in the Shell as, but she was.
Oh
still,
god, I remember that.
But she got paid off that.
Okay.
She definitely
Yeah.
got paid off that shit.
She's still right. You know what I'm saying?
Sing probably did well, but I don't know how much money she got off that.
She was in Home Alone 3. I ain't know that.
And didn't know that either.
I gotta see that. Hold on. Let me do this
There's a
research real
Lucy
quick.
too. What the fuck is wrong with them?
Oh, I gotta watch that.
Wait, that was a Lucy too?
I don't know how they make a 2 off
That
that.
makes no sense. Like, wait,
I don't
what?
know how the fuck they made a 2 off that, bro. That's a cash grab.
Yeah, that's pretty
I never
wild.
seen- Yeah. Yeah, she doesn't have that many, really. I would have thought one of the movies, I'm like, damn, she was in that. I guess she was in Her. I think that movie did decent.
That's what I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, that's Disney.
Wait, her is Disney?
No, I'm saying most of her shit probably
No.
came from Disney.
Oh,
She has a
oh.
side business, I assume.
Hmm. Yeah. Oh, damn, she got siblings and shit, too? Who knew?
She was a little kid in Home Alone 3. I would not have recognized her.
Yeah, I mean, I know she's been in the game for a minute.
Hey, off Home Alone, I don't know how big of a check they cut her, though.
Damn,
It
No,
probably
she-
wasn't
she-
much. Child actor.
Yeah, she's a kid, so she ain't getting none.
she little as hell. I thought she was taller than that.
Damn.
But yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I think she'll get something. I agree with Don. I think she'll get something, but nothing crazy.
Best of
Nothing
luck.
else.
Best of luck to you, ScarJo. Hopefully you act in Lucy 3 next year.
Wow.
Catch your ass in Lucy 3. Anybody read the Bleach chapter?
This guy.
All right, bet. Okay, let's talk about that. So Bleach dropped a special one shot, which I don't know if it's Kubo getting us for a 3rd round or what. But he's doing what Kubo does with the Bleach rollouts, and he's laying the hype. I was thinking about this before we started recording. I would say like Kubo probably. He might be second on my list at building hype. First goes to Mr. Toshi, I believe his name is. Toriko's author. That guy built hype like nobody's business. But fucking Kubo, he just knows how to like put a little element in there. It's like, damn, I at least want to read the next chapter though.
This what I gotta say. Bro. It's few niggas on this planet that like I've never met that I want to slap the shit out of. And he's one of them. Cause like I'm over here reading this chapter, I'm like, oh, it seems like they trying to do like a little Boruto joint, and I'm like, yo, like this kind of looking clean. I had to calm down, like, hey, this that nigga Kubo, bro.
I'm telling you,
like that was it. I quit, bro. I'm out.
I'm telling you.
I might have slapped this nigga. I don't even want to think about it. It seemed like it could be hard.
Right. I was pissed. Like overall for a comeback chapter, I'll be honest, it was good. Like I enjoyed reading it. And he definitely seasoned some shit for the next arc. My thing is just like it's Kubo, so I'm like I feel like a letdown's coming along.
The mute Soul Reaper,
yeah,
who did like sign language on their sword for
to release
it. That was
yeah,
funny.
that was definitely cool.
I thought you was
long as hell.
Yeah.
He gave you a lot of meat in there. And I like that it was like, oh, he showed off the kids, but that wasn't the focus. It was really like what people were here for. Like, what are the old niggas doing? So I thought that was good. Like you said, the abilities they popped out was kind of interesting. I was also interested in chick that did the shit with the claws, where that bear mouth came out, and she was just like, I was like, what the fuck was that a release? Is that just you on the regular?
I like her nails. That'd be hard.
Yeah.
Damn.
That shit was cold.
But fuck that nigga. I ain't giving that nigga no hype.
It's tough, man. After Burn the Witch, I'm just like, yo, bro, you're gonna do it to us again. Cause they called this shit a one shot, but they definitely set it up as if an arc is about to kick off. So I'm like, bruh.
I'll tell you this, I won't watch it until at least 20 chapters drop. He ain't getting me.
I feel like, do you think if I'll put it this way to the whole group, do you think if the anime does well enough, it would cause, like that final season, it would cause them to push Kubo to start writing again, and he would actually do it? Or you think he'd still just be like, fuck it?
I feel like, just based off of what I hear about how stressful it is being a mangaka, I feel like after niggas do, hundreds of chapters of any type of manga, I can't see them wanting to get back up in there.
They do it though. They always come back up with one shots and shit.
They do it.
Hey,
Like,
they got.
after these series end, they always come back up with a new series just to try again. I don't think money be that long. I think they be going broke for real.
They told Kishimoto to sit down, and then they brought his ass right back up to finish Boruto because that shit was trash. He said, "Bro, we gonna need you to come back to writing this shit."
He'd do it for a bag. Shonen Jump, they'll throw a bag at his ass.
Oh yeah.
Especially now with all the new like young kids just getting into Bleach, for sure.
See, no, you go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna say this. One, like I said, we had hard soil evidence proof. Like we went to Japan and there was not one Bleach article in that whole country, bro. That nigga, and you know how they take Connor out there, bro. That nigga, if he gets the hype, if somebody like, yo, because I just read that chapter, he gonna get a lot of niggas. A lot of niggas gonna read that chapter like, bro, I'm ready for Bleach Part 2. And if the anime hit, Bleach Part 2 gonna come out. He gotta redeem himself. He got to. He can't die like that.
Loki though, it's like you said, it's about Japan though. If they fuck with it, then it's coming. If like some niggas over here fuck with it, that shit don't matter for real.
I don't know. We're getting a bigger voice though now.
Yeah.
With all the shit that we're pumping, we're getting another My Hero movie and all this other shit.
Anime and movies, that's different. I'm talking about for him to write chapters where he makes his money from people buying like the actual manga.
That's
still comes from Japan. So like,
do y'all know if Japan felt like the end of Bleach flopped?
Yeah, that's what Player 5 was just explaining.
Okay,
they were not fucking with
that. I thought he was just saying just in America, but okay.
No, that was when we went to Japan. There was no Bleach stuff sold. Like we couldn't find Bleach or anything.
I was looking for and like they got whole stores devoted to anime figurines, bro. and they had not one Bleach shit in their period.
Yeah,
Get that shit out the
tough.
country, bro.
They erased the existence of Bleach.
I
Crazy.
swear.
Yeah. No, but I really feel like I need Kubo to do what Akira Toriyama was doing, which is just like, I hate that y'all niggas is talking shit, so I'm just gonna come back and write some shit. But he does it in like a very petty way where he's like, I'm gonna show y'all I got the talent, but that's all y'all getting from me. Like, y'all know I still got it, but I'm not gonna finish it for you. Fuck you.
That nigga said he Michael Jordan come back up in the gym just to do a couple dunks,
Right.
a couple threes, and be like, all right, I'm out, y'all.
Exactly.
That's what it takes.
Yeah, so fuck him for that. But speaking of manga, I forgot to add that other thing. They did just drop a chapter last week, a one-shot chapter for My Hero to pre-set up another movie that they're dropping, where apparently they're going to America and doing like a crossover with heroes there. I don't know if anybody read it, but
I didn't read it. I just saw the trailer of the
oh,
movie
I did
itself.
read the chapter. They did show some American heroes, and none of them were heroes that you know. So I'm a little bit disappointed because I'm like, this would have been a great opportunity to do like a My Hero Marvel or My Hero DC kind of crossover thing. It didn't even have to be like the biggest heroes. It could have been like fucking Swirl Girl or somebody, but it seems like a missed opportunity there because they're gonna go to America and then we just gonna see some Spider-Man ripoff type of like the cheap holographic cards you used to get Pokemon card. You gonna see that type of shit for American heroes, right? But your boy Captain Celebrity might make an appearance then if they doing that.
Me, my boy Captain Celebrity Code.
Yeah.
Hey, if Captain Celebrity show up, then that means that there's a chance that the Crawler can show up. And he's
That-
a real nigga that.
This recent chapter though was seasoning it though. They said some vigilantes was out there, so your boy might pop up.
Yeah, and in Vigilantes, they just been boosting this guy up. He damn near up there with Endeavor shit. Fuck it.
Still as a vigilante?
That nigga cold now, bro. Like his power done evolved so much, he can just fly if he want to. Like he's faster than Ingenio, so he got like super speed. He can fly. He can like shoot laser beams. He really Goku now. Like you feel me?
Hold on. How do you go from fucking sliding across the ground to shooting laser beams?
They
Where does
just
that
like
shit come
they
from?
slowly developed it to it making sense. Like it went from like, oh, he's like sliding off the ground by slightly repulsing. Well, then he concentrates it to make like a repulsor blast. Then it's like, well, why don't you just repulse but farther from the ground? You can fly. Then his speed just slowly ramped up until it was like, oh, this dude faster than Endeavor, and Endeavor one of the fastest niggas in the show. So
Oh, that's the sliding on me. He flies now.
yeah, he flies, shoot beams, all that.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, he could
This
keep
nigga
up
just-
with them. He could keep up with them.
All right. Well, last piece of decent news, the Suicide Squad. I know I'm the only one here that watched it, so I'll make my review real quick. It was better than the last Suicide Squad, I'll say that, but it's more or less a action flick. Like the storyline is not anything you haven't seen before. I don't know what that type of action movie is called, but it's that type of action movie with DC skin is basically what I would call it. There wasn't anything like super great about the villains in there. A lot of gory action and comedy. It overall was like, if I had to rate it, I give it like a decent plus. But like, if you're already like, I don't fuck with the DC universe, this movie is not gonna change your mind. If you fuck with DC and you still have hope, this won't give you that much hope, but you'll be like, hey, they're not making shitty movies anymore. That was basically my summary of it. I liked Idris Elba's part in the movie. I thought he was dope, but once again, it just felt like it felt like a Zack Snyder version of Suicide Squad, where they were like, oh, this is kind of the story we wanted to tell, but like we couldn't get Will Smith to do it again, so now we got Idris Elba doing the shit Will Smith was doing. Overall, yeah, I would say if you're a DC, you have hope in the DC movies, you're gonna end up watching it anyways. If you don't, you're not gonna miss anything if you waste your time if you don't watch this movie. So decent plus for me.
You
Um,
ever check out Harley Quinn, the show?
yeah, I like that show actually.
From the trailer, it kind of gave me the vibes of the show. Did that turn out being true?
Harley has a minorish role in the movie, I would say. Like as
Really?
much as you would
Okay.
have expected her to have it, she actually doesn't have that much spotlight. She gets some moments, and then also there's like I over analyze movies, so I felt like some of the shit she was pulling out based off of what I know Harley Quinn to be makes no sense. Like she was taking out armies of battle trained and hardened soldiers with like accurate precision, like headshotting these niggas, like beating up niggas with spears. Like no matter how crazy they try to sell her to me, they can't sell what she did in that movie as like that makes sense for Harley Quinn to be able to do. I'm sorry, that shit didn't make mercenaries coming through and you fucking bodying these niggas. Like, whoa! I thought you were like a psychiatrist. Like, where did this? Where did these skills come from?
Right.
So yeah, but I would say the TV show, the Harley Quinn TV show, is better than that movie in my opinion.
All right.
Um, all right, so yeah, that's it then for Suicide Squad. So if y'all watched it, let us know what y'all thought about it. If you didn't watch it, probably don't waste your time, I guess.
Lols.
Oh, that's what someone said. A missed opportunity to turn that spear into a mallet. I 100% agree. I don't know why they gave her a spear. So yeah, let's jump into the anime segment. Uh, let's do the Sasuke versus Deku. Who had the better exit? So Player Fire, you want to set the stage for that one?
Okay. So I guess what we're talking about here by better exit is like these guys were with a group, right? Sasuke with Team 7, Deku with Class 1A, and then they eventually leave to do their own thing. Sasuke leave to get touched on by Orochimaru and get a little stronger, I guess. And Deku left Class 1A to protect everybody, as everybody knew he had all for one for all. Y'all know what I mean. So who had the better exit? Uh, Man, I don't know. That's tough for me to say.
I'm
Right
gonna
now,
go.
go ahead.
Oh, I would go Sasuke. Only because his exit also caused like what I would say is more interesting character development than what I saw with Deku's exit. Like we just saw the character development that caused now, and I think it was huge what he did for Bakugo. But I could argue that Naruto versus Sasuke was kind of like the same culmination of that too, in a way. Just that we got a action, like we got a fight versus just like a talk no jutsu, whatever the fuck you want to call that. But I think like watching Shikamaru, Neji, all those characters like come up and whoop ass was better to me than what they just try to pull out to bring Deku back in this case.
I agree. I think Sasuke was better just because he actually left. Like Deku, like he was gone for a couple chapters, but based off the most recent, then it gets back with the squad. So he didn't even leave for any long period of time. And then, like you said, the Sasuke retrieval arc. To me, that's one of the better arcs. I think, in not even I don't even know if it's a full arc, but one of the better like small portions of an arc in Naruto. Like you said, seeing all of them get the respect they deserve on those one-on-one fights, and even at the ending fight now, Sasuke versus Naruto, how it's the same thing that happened in Shippuden. I think it was much better.
I feel like Deku leaving was kind of cheesy. You probably see that a lot where somebody just, says, "Yeah, I'm going to make the ultimate sacrifice of myself just to try to protect everybody else." And I'm like, "Yeah, I think I've seen that story a million times already." So I wasn't
Yeah.
really all that engaged with the way he left. Whereas Sasuke, he was just like, "Yeah, fuck y'all niggas, I'm out."
And to me, Jack just a lame character, bro. He's like, there's nothing.
I
Deku
think.
is lame. Like he should not be a
See,
main character.
Wow.
I personally just believe that. Well, what sucks about it is that I think the potential was there. Like the how do I phrase it? Like what I think is actually lame, yet not lame, because the actual arc of the Sasuke retrieval was like mad decent. But as far as how it happened, just thinking about Sasuke leaving, I barely think about it as Sasuke leaving. Almost like Sasuke just got manipulated and kidnapped. So that's why I don't really like see it as like hardcore him leaving. Deku was more of a I'm making this decision to leave and actually becoming mad cold in a very, very short amount of time if you really think about it. And I think the potential could have been even greater as if there was still more of a time gap of him being gone, or them just doing it again where at this fight he actually bodies all 1A and then actually creates like a little bit more drama for them having to come back, or doing more of a one-on-one with Bakugo and Deku a little bit later. But I just think Deku folded too quickly, where I think he might have been able to catch W's if he was a little bit more serious in this fight itself.
Yeah, so if he went through and embodied entire class 1A, I would be saying Deku shit was different. But
Right.
he didn't.
It's just
He folded, he gave in, like, he got talking on jutsu, low key.
right.
Yes, he did.
Well, go ahead. Were you saying something?
No, all I said was yes, he did.
You know something? That's interesting. I did not expect everybody to feel that way because I felt like the exact opposite. I ain't gonna lie.
Here we go.
Bro. And so hear me out. I felt that all of it made sense with like the grand story of My Hero Academia. Like, so to mention something Jugga talked about, we said that Deku's turnarounds were really quick. I mean, it made sense to Deku's character. Deku has always been a plotting from literally the first time we see him. He's plotting, thinking, calculating. But now we see how that affects him negatively. Like, yes, his plotting, thinking, and calculating allow him to, in 4 months of a time skip, he go from being weaker than Endeavor to probably being able to trash everybody in the top 3 by himself if he wanted to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but at the same time, he also overthinks what happens with All For One. Everything Deku thought would happen actually is happening. As soon as he go back into UA, they like, nigga, we don't want you here. You a target. Like, Deku was right. And even All Might and Bakugo point out, they say, bro, you're right. This is what All Might would have did. But unfortunately, we can't live in an All Might world. And I think that's important because unlike those other bullshit shows like Naruto that pissed me off, where they say, oh, the old niggas was always right, like we see more realism in that the world is changing. You can't do the shit the old niggas did. Because even if you got the power, that don't mean shit. It's different. You got to evolve. And my man is doing that. He's evolving. And the thing why I say, yes, he got talk no jutsu, but I fuck with it is because it wasn't the main character spitting an ideal at an enemy. It was a main character who taught it. We saw him teach that ideal to everybody that talked to him. They flash back to the moment where he taught them that ideal, and then they had to put it back on this nigga. So it wasn't just like a we talking. Them niggas, he planned that shit from the beginning. That's hard as fuck to me. Like, everything came full fucking circle. I thought it was clean. I gotta get niggas.
I just think it was a little too easy. That's all. I still felt like there should have been a little bit more either conflict or a more in-depth fight until they hit that. Because to me, I mean, I personally see it as your resolution wasn't really that strong if this is what only it took for you to come
Yeah,
back.
that's all it took.
That's pretty much it.
And I felt like those little flashback moments were very insignificant. I feel like it was similar to like the nigga just walked up one day and said, "Yeah, I got this extra sandwich, bro. Here you go." And they were like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna change my life." And then that basically bringing up as a flashback. And I'm like, some of these situations are very insignificant. And they're trying to use this shit to try to bring them back.
Life or death situations. Dude, that's cap. My nigga Mineta brought up when they first got attacked by the JSU. My nigga Ida brought up when that nigga was about to kill a nigga off his brother, and Deku changed him. Bro, y'all capping. My nigga ate that whole. He ate that chapter up, bro.
I didn't say that all of them were trash. I said some of them were trash.
I actually agree with from a story writing standpoint. I think that the Deku whatever exit was written better than the Sasuke exit, but I like kind of to Jugga's point. Well, I don't agree as manipulation, but I feel like Sasuke's leaving had to happen, and I just think that why I give it to the Sasuke win is more on like that character development piece than it is on Deku's thing. Because Deku, I think the beauty of it was the rivalry part. I think they handled the rivalry a little bit better than Naruto and Sasuke's situation, with how Bakugo basically kind of like came back around, explained how he, gets it now and apologized for like the bullshit that he did. I don't feel like, I mean, that showed a lot of maturity, right? But I feel like in the Sasuke situation, the fight was what we were leading up to, and we didn't really care about the words after, anyways. So that's more why I'm like, oh, okay, that sucked. But I felt like, like I said, everything we saw the side characters do in Naruto and Sasuke situation was way better to me than what I saw the side characters do in the Deku situation. Because, like, to me, I don't feel like half of what they did was like real power ups. Like, I get that as a group, they kind of proved that they shouldn't be left alone, but I felt like they still didn't prove that they could, like, take on take on the threat that's actually facing them. That was my issue. And I felt like if they showcased that more, I probably would have leaned more towards that one being better. But I'm like, after this, like, if y'all can take out some of these other villains, but like, you're not shown to me that you can really take out a Dobby unless all 10 of you niggas are there trying to take out a Dobby. You feel me?
Yeah, I was disappointed with that too. I thought it was gonna be like where it really is gonna be like maybe the top three fought him, and then they beat him like that. If they did that, then I'd have been cool with that. And then one more thing is just when Sasuke leaving to me progressed the story. I mean, that's kind of the whole reason for the entire Shippuden for the most part, at least for the first part of Shippuden. But Deku leaving, that did nothing at the end of the day, because you could have skipped that entire. He could have never left, and there wouldn't really have been any change in the story, right? Nothing really changed. Him leaving and going on his own, working with Endeavor, he could have did that stuff in school. He could have still been friends with all of his friends. That didn't change anything. Nothing changed with the story. So to me, it was kind of just like a waste of time almost.
Actually, that's a good point. I would actually support that minus the Bakugo maturity scene.
Yeah,
that's probably the only thing. So, I mean, if you look at it, like using
before that even happened, so
that's funny. So this was really a Bakugo retrieval arc. Oh shit! Oh shit!
I think the fact that my man spent 4 months training with the top 3 heroes and literally went from decent high schooler to possibly the best hero in the world, like, we gonna discount that?
No, I think he's saying that could have still happened without him leaving.
I don't think without that real world experience that would have happened.
Yeah, my man got 4 months of non-stop experience. I don't think you get that in school.
Again, I'm saying he didn't. Him leaving is the thing of cutting off his friends. That's what I consider to be leaving, right? Mm-hmm. I don't think he can get to cut his friends off for that. Like, he didn't have to ghost their ass.
Yeah, nigga, we promoting you to
could have been calling
right, like, nigga, you in the expert class now. That's it. It's just like he would have came back to the UA school just tired. Like, damn, they beat my ass again, and then niggas would be like, oh, that sucked, bro.
Don't worry, you'll get next time. You'll get next time.
All right.
You're right. I'll take that L. You're right.
Damn. So Bakugo for this arc, I guess.
Quick question though: do y'all feel like that nigga Sasuke had Stockholm syndrome?
No, he tried to
kill
that nigga.
He killed that nigga.
What do you mean? I guess like
when you fall in love with your captain or something.
As a result of Orochimaru, with him actually staying with that nigga.
Can you define Stockholm syndrome for me again?
Basically, like, somebody, essentially, if somebody were to kidnap you or whatever, and then essentially you end up having the idea that, I guess you shift from having that victim mentality to feeling like you actually belong here, in a sense.
Well, I look at it as more of like you start to get some like feelings toward the person, like the person that kidnapped you, for example, you start to fall in love or some other kind of emotional feelings.
Or you get free, you're like, damn, I kind of missed that nigga.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't feel that from Sasuke at all.
Yeah, he didn't have that at all to me.
He tried to kill that nigga the first chance he got.
He was. I think that entire time he was plotting on that nigga Orochimaru. Like,
that's
not once did he go.
Yeah.
Nope.
I think Sasuke never really kidnapped. That nigga decided to go, and as soon as he was strong enough, he said, "Fuck it, I'm out."
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, the only thing you could argue might have been Stockholm syndrome to a degree, but I think it was like no choice was what they did at the war, where he kind of reached out to Orochimaru to help him resurrect them niggas. Then you saw like a little bit of friendship, but that would be my only thing.
Sasuke only saw, like, from the point of him leaving, he only saw people, period, as tools, to summarize.
Like, to this day.
I mean,
arguably to this day, this nigga still sees him that way.
I don't know.
I'm just like, I'm crazy. It's crazy to me that Orochimaru got off his charter, bro. Like,
What you
yeah,
mean?
you help save the world, but like my nigga ain't see no jail time.
Alright, there's niggas out here doing worse though. Like Zabuza was definitely out here murdering niggas.
Yeah, that nigga's
I
dead.
mean, Orochimaru was
Yeah, but like
shit, nigga, he was doing experiments on niggas. He was kidnapping and doing experiments on niggas from all over the world.
that nigga founded his own country to do that shit in.
He assassinated the third Hokage, bro. He
Also
tried to
fast.
assassinate all
You can't even talk. Y'all talking about the third Hokage? He assassinated the Sand Village's Hokage first, nigga.
That nigga was doing experiments in the village with children. It's niggas in there today that's like, yo, that nigga took my son. Like,
Exactly. Yep.
He just walk around the village.
Hey, what y'all gonna do about it? What y'all gonna do about it though?
You ain't gonna run up though.
Right, hardest nigga in the clan.
Only few niggas can run up on his ass.
Hey, that's the thing. It's like he really. Who's taking him in? Who's taking him?
That's it.
That's it. Yeah, that's
bro, you the Hokage? Get this nigga.
too much paperwork.
But even if you were,
I don't even like my own son.
even if you were to capture this nigga and throw him in jail, you know he gonna slide out that bitch somehow. That
Like,
nigga is
bro,
way too
imagine
slippery.
being one of the living experiments. Like, imagine you just got a fucking snake growing out your forehead for the rest of your fucking life. And
Hey,
this
that's-
nigga Orochimaru just walking around like, hey,
Well, but then you could argue what's her face because she was also an experiment. Anko,
yeah.
her fat ass is just chilling now. She don't look hurt by it. Before she was traumatized first time we met her. Oh, I hate that nigga Orochimaru. Boruto, she chubby as hell, eating whatever the fuck takoyaki and chilling, bro.
Fat now?
Yeah.
Huh?
She's fat now?
Yeah, you never seen her?
Hell no.
They fucked her up in Boruto, bro.
Yeah.
We actually like to refer to her as thick.
No, thick is whoever fucking Choji married.
Yeah.
Anko's just chubby, bro. Chill out. that fat didn't go to the right areas. It just sat on her neck.
I support that. You know.
You said what?
If they told you found him a black queen, I support that.
Big
Oh,
fat.
100%. Choji was a real one from the jump, bro. Don't sleep.
Mm-hmm. Top 5.
He's a top 5. Oh, well, that's a perfect segue into the next topic. Our favorite Naruto clans. We're just sharing, I guess, some clans that we fuck with. Whoever wants to go first can jump right in.
Bro, I mean, Akimichi clan. Don't sleep on like the human expansion jutsu, bro. Like he's one of the I think he's literally for what they say. Like there's like 3 or 5 like Naruto royalty clans and he like the Akimichi clan be up in there for a reason. So 100% F with Choji since the jump, bro.
And I just want to say, now they officially a black clan also, so I fuck with that
So
shit.
fast. Little bro.
All right, so Akamichi.
Other than that, I mean, you gotta go with Shikamaru's clan. I mean, they
Really?
The Naras,
they're gonna be like the right hand to the Hokage for the rest of the time. Shit.
pretty much.
See,
So,
my issue with the Nara clan is that I feel like it's more what they put in the clan than their actual abilities. And it really, I've only seen that showcased through Shikamaru and his father, which is just that it seems like they create smart niggas. But I don't know if that's necessarily true for the whole clan. Like, I don't know if Shikamaru's dad has a cousin that's just a dumb nigga with shadow binding jutsu. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know. We don't know that about any clans really. We know his dad and Shikamaru. I'd assume that Shikamaru's kid is also gonna be smart as fuck, which he is. And his kid's gonna be smart as fuck, and his kid's kid is gonna be smart as fuck.
oh, you putting that on the whole line, huh? Okay.
Yeah, that's a real
Might as well, if we think about it.
I'll let you have it.
I mean, for the big clans, we know what? We know the kids and pretty much their parents,
Yeah.
more or less.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, they had some siblings because I believe that Kiba had some siblings,
Yeah.
like a
Kiba,
brother
yeah.
or something.
He's the only
Yeah,
one who actually like
like a
brought
big
a little
sister,
bit
but
more info on.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna toss mine out. If we're talking about Leaf Village, I'm gonna say the Aburame clan just because
Facts.
of what Shino has done with that ability. Like, I mean, these niggas control bugs, but these bugs eat chakra, and I just feel like that's one of the ones where like it was probably pretty dangerous early on if you didn't know much about the clan because you just
Right.
bugs are just bugs, and especially in the environment they have dark
Right.
most of the time. You in the forest, Like, I just see hella. You don't have to try that hard to be good with that ability. And then on top of that, Shino just actually is a smart nigga before Boruto. So I fuck with the Aburame clan. I don't like Bugs, but I thought what they did with Bugs was the most interesting I've seen in any anime.
I was actually going to go a similar route, just for the sake of companionship and always having a ride or that nigga with you. I was going to go with the Inazuka clan, basically Kiba's clan, just because I fuck with having dogs, man. And if I can have me a dog companion that's out there throwing hands with me too, oh yeah, on some Pokemon shit, I fucks with that.
I mean, the concept is good. I just think they undersold it. Then, I mean, to be honest.
Oh yeah, they definitely
It's
did.
just-
But I'm still fucking with the clan.
But don't forget about the summons, y'all. Don't sleep. They did give us some hype moments about the clan. They just didn't really go into detail beyond that. But that summon that he pulled out against Sakon and Ukon definitely was unexpected. That's all I'll say. Well, fusion, summon, whatever the fuck.
transformation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Or against the twins when he comboed with Akamaru to make the huge dog.
Wow. Anyways,
Whoopity
that's
whoop.
tough. That's tough. Player 5, you got yours?
The nigga definitely.
I think he
Roll
frozen.
there.
Yeah, he's going.
Alright.
Wow, he frozen with that face too. Really?
Yeah, right. With a thinking face.
Right.
Real life out here.
This kid planned it.
Yeah, but I mean, some honorable mentions. Like, I think I would be interested to see more of the Cloud Village's clans as well, like how they actually break down. I don't feel like we got a whole lot of detail on there. I just know there's black people there, but I can't assume that all of them are from the same clan. I'll put it that way. And then one I was always really interested in once I seen him was Dust Release Homie. Like that dude who basically just like creates a bomb out his hands.
Oh, the Tsuchikage?
Yeah, I really fucked with that ability for some reason. So, however that clan is structured, I'd be interested to know more.
I don't even wait. Was that really clan based or was it like Jutsu?
I thought the
can't
Dust
remember.
Release was still probably related to their shits. I don't know if it's clan based or not, but it definitely seems like it might be something that's specific to his village at the very least.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a clan thing because I think the mummy guy had the same thing, right? His
Right.
mentor.
Yeah.
But I don't think they were related. But somehow, I guess it might just be a village thing. Certain people have that shit. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that'd be something I'd be curious in learning more about at least.
Yeah.
Oh, we mentioned it before, but the Sarutobi clan with the third
Yeah.
Hokage, Asuma, and such.
Yeah,
I
I feel like
they take the points off because niggas are dead. Oh, is anyone alive in that clan still?
no.
Technically,
Asuma's kid.
Yeah.
Technically, Konohamaru was part
Yeah,
of that.
Konohamaru, yeah, he's alive.
And Asuma, doesn't he have a kid with a old
That's
girl?
right.
Genjutsu?
Okay, never mind. Because if your clan is dead, they can't really like put too much respect on you because you're just dead.
Damn, tough. So what about the first Hokage's clan
They did.
then? So you wouldn't put respect on them?
Well, no, Tsunadi's in their clan too, so.
Is she dead now, or is she still alive in Boruto?
Now that I think it's still alive, right?
Oh, okay.
I mean, but does it matter if she gonna have any kids? Nope.
That's true. It dies with her.
Whoop.
She could do it.
She could do what?
Have kids.
I guess so.
She might be.
But wasn't she like 50 years old? Like,
No, but she,
I mean, from the start of the show,
Like-
he was like in the 50s.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
she probably do some shit to defeat menopause. She like a genius in medicine.
Also true.
I mean,
Also true.
Telling you. She can do it.
I ain't gonna put that ahead of her.
I mean, those first Hokage genes too, bro. I mean, the logic's there.
But
man.
that nigga Jiraiya's already dead though, so ain't nobody busting in now.
Damn. I mean, he wasn't getting nothing from the get-go though.
You
So
gonna find a little young ninja.
yeah, she low-key still looked the same.
Mm-hmm.
Little sugar
I
mama.
just googled it, and she still looked the same in Boruto. Tough.
well, I mean, we could talk about I mean, granted, it's not like a big, huge topic, but the Uzumaki clan, I think, used to be decent.
No, they did.
Well, I mean, Naruto got kids, bro. I know what you're saying.
Their blood is still alive. What was their special thing? Was it sealing jutsu?
It was sealed, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm okay with it, but like, yeah, it's not an interesting enough ability for me to be interested in what they got going on, or at least they didn't use it in the right way in the show.
Oh, wow. Wait, no, I'm mad petty. We got to talk about Hyuga, obviously. Clan, Hugo
I
Clan.
was hoping not to go there because niggas was definitely gonna talk about incest.
Damn,
Raw
pause?
in that clan.
I mean,
Wait, there's incest up in there?
I
Man,
I don't know.
I
What's the
mean-
don't know. It
that's
sounds
the
like it
exception. That
to
niggas
me.
don't want to fuck with anybody unless they got them eyes. And
Uh-huh.
Damn, so I guess
gotcha.
Naruto was just the exception for the whole Kage then? For real?
I mean, they couldn't tell that nigga no.
Nigga, he the hero of the village, nigga.
Right.
He beat Hinata's dad anyway. He beat his ass.
Right.
What he gonna do?
He gonna. Oh well, tradition states that nah, bro. I'm taking her.
he said, I don't see Neji anywhere, so you ain't gonna do shit about it.
Right.
Yeah, he's dead. So
All right,
Damn.
45.
R.I.P. Neji, bro.
Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can hear you
Yeah.
barely.
But I felt like, to me, the reason why I wouldn't put the Hyuga clan up there, while in the beginning they started off good, but it seems like as they like developed their powers, it just got more boring to me. Like it just didn't seem interesting, or it got like blasty type. Like it didn't feel like, oh, I'm just in here with the hands. It's like rotation. Then Hinata did that weird tiger thing, and then he was shooting out air blasts from his palms. I just thought it was like, okay.
I mean, I don't think I really put. That's
They clan.
right. I would just say that they mostly did that simply because of how, you know, the whole power system of the show itself was developing
Yeah.
and how much big ups they gave to the Sharingan. That's all that was. But I don't want that to take away from the actual respect that the Hue clan deserves. Because I still think, well, I mean, it's not even think. I mean, they're like the best taijutsu users clan in the village itself. So,
All right.
hey, I consider Rock Lee shit's a clan too.
No, I'm good.
wow, I was about to say, wow, someone actually went there.
One
The
man
clan, bro.
He has a kid, bro.
The
Wow.
trash clan? Are we
Okay.
just dumping all trash niggas
Really?
into a clan? Is that what that is?
Like, how's that not a clan?
It's because
I mean,
he
two
had a
people
child.
don't make a
But
whole actual
wouldn't-
clan.
Yeah, wouldn't Tenten's clan then take over that?
Oh, he married Tenzin?
Yeah, that's why dude uses weapons.
For real?
Yes.
I take it back then. Never mind.
Got
Nah.
him.
That's what I say. You sure you want that to be clan? Because they basically just put two trash niggas together and said, keep on producing trash niggas.
He married Tenzin, really? Damn.
Yeah. Who else was he going to though? Think about it. Where was the options?
I don't know.
There was no options for that
Sakura
man.
was the only
But
other bum bitch, and she got lucky.
right? And Choji left the village. He said, I already see what y'all niggas on. I'm finna find my shit somewhere else.
Black Queen, you know.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. He could have got somebody from the Mist Village. That would have fit.
The Miss Village.
Like a serial killer bitch. That would have
Wow.
been absolutely hilarious. Married to Rock Lee? That shit would have been funny to me.
Whoa.
Because you know the Mist Village on some other shit. But yeah, player 5. Well, we didn't get to hear yours.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna go with my favorite unsung Naruto character, the nigga with the ice powers from the Mist Village,
Ooh, Haku?
Haku's clan. Wherever it is, the ability to mix water and wind chakra to make ice chakra. I don't think all of them niggas as cold as Haku. I think Haku's clearly a prodigy, but like they definitely that world's version of like Sub-Zero's clan. I'm a literal ice wielding ninja. That would be badass. If I'm not as cold as Haku, like I'll come through there with all the drip, just freezing niggas.
All right. Okay. So with that, we will move on to our Stronger Than series. Who suggested this one? Whoever suggested it can take over that.
Oh, I gotta jump off, so I'm gonna talk to y'all later.
All right. Peace.
Peace.
Peace. All right,
You gotta explain
say what?
Nigga, how do I hang up this bitch?
it. The
there we
big
go.
ass red hang up button.
Yes, sir.
Feel it.
Wow.
Feel
Make
it.
sure you keep the browser up.
There we go.
And, well, too late.
He can get it. We can get it back from him later.
Yeah. So, now we're going to go over to the better ride or die than Zoro. So, we were typically talking about how Zoro was basically kicking it with Luffy and basically will do whatever it takes to make sure that nigga Luffy is okay. It's especially inspired from the infamous Nothing Happened scene after that nigga Kuma came and put all of Luffy's pain into that nigga Zoro. So you can't have a bigger ride or die moment than that, except for the cases where we actually brought up people who we feel are bigger ride or dies. So who wants to start it off?
I'll go ahead and start off with my first choice. The star of the hit show, Clover.
Clover. Let's go.
Grimberry all. Is Oscar's rival. I feel like honestly he steals the show, but it's like just when you expect him to be like an asshole, like when the chips are down, like he never stops believing in Asta. Like there literally be people looking at him like laughing, and he'll be dead ass like, nah, they gonna win. Why? Because Asta there. And he might right. And on me, fuck. Like it's just I love it. I love it. Down the ride for his bro. They not on the same team. If they was, it'd be crazy. Every time they team up, they drop it whoever.
Facts.
If it was, they would have to basically make them their own. Like they would eventually be the captain of that squad, bro.
Right.
I will toss mine out, man. And I'm gonna say Chad from Bleach, and here's why.
Yeah, bro.
Here's why. Chad, and I want people to think of this as from the perspective of like your closest friend or nigga gets tossed into some shit. Notice that Ichigo had a bunch of close friends around him in the beginning of the series anyways. Gets tossed into some shit, and you want to help him in that shit, but you can't physically, right? Like he's fighting some fucking ghost, and you cannot see the ghost. Are you A, still trying to fight the ghost blind? B, going the fuck home and saying, bro, I'll support you from a distance? Or C, just not talking to that nigga again? Chad chose option A, bro. He decided to fight Ghost blind for a long ass time before, just to help his nigga out. That's it. After that, you think that would be enough, but no. He then proceeds to receive some of the biggest L's from some of the strongest characters just for the sake of friendship. He don't need to be out here in these streets. They said, Chad, we going to Soul Society. You probably can't handle it. I'm cool if you stay home. Nah, nigga, I'm going with my niggas, bro. All right, goes there. As soon as he lands in that bitch, he's bodying motherfuckers. Pulls up on probably the second or third strongest captain in the entire Bleach universe. Drops him instantly. He don't say, no, I'm quitting. He said, no, run that back for Hueco Mundo. I'm going to go Hueco Mundo now and run the fade with you niggas. Gets a new power, walks outside, then gets bodied by another nigga that ends up getting bodied by his friend anyways. So, Chad, to me, like, if I was in his shoes, there's a bunch of points where niggas would have just been like, hey, bro, I realize this shit isn't for me. I'm not built for this shit. I'm going to just go chill out somewhere. Chad Bowflex his way into staying with them niggas. He's basically fighting all the way up just to be in the same realm as the niggas that are doing this shit on the daily.
That's right.
Yeah.
You right. You right.
I mean, he's still a bitch ass nigga, but
Can't do that. Can't do that.
I ain't got no respect for Chad, bro. I'm sorry.
What?
Everything you said made hella sense, and as an adult, I will accept that Chad technically worked with it. As a child, when I was watching this, I was like, why is this nigga here, bro? Go home, Chad.
Come on, bro. You gave no respect to everyone using swords, and he said, I got these hands, though. Like, come on.
He a dumbass Rock Lee nigga. Go home, boy.
Damn.
This ain't for you.
Bro, he at least got some W's, though. That's the difference.
I guess.
More than you would have ever got, nigga. More than any of us would have ever gotten.
Right. I'm sharing my ass at home, sharing my spirit energy with Ichigo.
Wow.
See, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, most of Ichigo's friends in his circle chose to opt out of that adventure. They knew he was up to some weird shit, but they kept their questions very base level. Oh, why are you leaving school? Oh, I got some shit to do. Okay, bet, cool. I don't want to know nothing else.
Ichigo was like one of the most popular niggas. I'm like, bro, that nigga Ichigo always, you ever notice he just be talking to trees and shit? Like,
Right. They ask no questions, bro.
I'm gonna let Ichigo do him, bro.
Oh, snap.
I'm gonna go ahead and throw in Genos from One Punch Man, because literally from the points where he met this man Saitama, he was like, bro, I'm your fucking grunt from this day on. Wherever you go, I'm your grunt. Whoever has any problems with you, if anybody even say anything about you, I'm at their head. Even if they kill me, I'm gonna come back and still be at their head.
That's
That nigga
right.
is literally willing to sacrifice himself every single time.
Because he's a robot, though.
Does end up happening. That does end up happening.
It's also because he's a robot, though.
That nigga was definitely ready to sacrifice himself multiple times.
I feel you, but he's also a robot and knows that, like, they could rebuild me, low-key. Like,
No, though.
you know what I'm saying? Like, is the risk really there if you know you're immortal? You get what I'm saying? Like, that's where I'm like,
Were multiple times where homie said that, oh, this is it. Like, I mean, you know, like he low key do be ready though to call GG. So I don't know. I feel like that's half and half because I think partially you right.
Yeah.
I mean, like he does throw himself in the fire a lot more often than I think a normal mother effer would. But there are times where he's just like, you know what? Bet. Let me just blow up everything and just call it.
I gotta say this. I want to point out somebody else on this list. I'm sorry if I'm stealing this from somebody. But I gotta put respect on my boy Krillin name. Because as we talking about all these bums,
These niggas stole my answer though.
I just know this shit.
You right.
We talking about all these bum ass niggas that be getting beat the fuck up. Bro, Krillin ain't been near this nigga Goku power level since Dragon Ball.
Since Dragon Ball,
First
yeah.
tournament. My
They
nigga
still call him.
He been out of
They
his
still ring his line.
long time, bro.
they say, hey, we going to another universe. You trying to come, Krillin? Hey, bet, I'm there. I'm there.
That nigga said, "Fuck my wife, fuck my kids."
Right?
I'm there.
He only got that wife for adventure, and that was like his consolation prize. Like, nigga, you've been working hard. You always coming out, even though we don't ask you to. Yamcha done already left the group.
And this
Here
the
you go,
best
bro.
part about all of this, bro. This is the most respect I put on Krillin. Out of fuck all that other shit we did, we know he vetted, but right here, that man was like, "Hey, bro, I'm about to send my best friend Boma and my son Krillin or my son Gohan to this wild planet. Krillin, I know my son's stronger than you, but bro, can you go watch my kid? All right, bro, I'll slide." Then got killed. My nigga went Super Saiyan for him. Then my man came back. I was like, bro, Krillin, he the coldest out there, bro. Kate got him a bad bitch the whole nine.
I give you that.
I mean, he low-key risked the whole planet for her. So, I mean, I still feel a little certain way about that. I ain't gonna lie, but we'll go ahead and move past that right now.
Krillin came into the show saying, "I'm only trying to get strong so I can get bitches." That's it. He achieved his goal.
Well,
You can't really do that when the whole planet blows up. But you know what? Whatever. Okay. I mean, again, I'm not trying to hash that combo right now.
If he hit,
hey,
it's work.
since we brought up Krillin, I just always say this every time we bring up Krillin. Hey, bro, that nigga might say he's trash if you want to, but Destructo Disc is still that nigga's move.
That's
and every
right.
time he used that bitch, niggas dodged, and niggas even stole his shit. That's all I'm saying. Put some respect on my nigga Krillin name.
That's right.
That's it.
For mine, I want to just talk about pretty much, one of the Stone Cold duos in anime's history, Gon and Killua, F around. Because when you see one, you see the other. They met, bro said, "Oh, dick. Yeah, we brothers now." And that just happened. It just pretty much insta happened since day one, ride or die, from the moment they said, "Let's ride." The entire show was more or less Gon and Killua doing Gon and Killua-ish.
I'm telling you. Hey, let's go see what's up over here. They just some two latchkey ass kids. Like Killua was a full ass assassin, and no matter how they try to make it seem like Gon had a family life, that nigga's a savage. He was a wild beast.
Yo.
He just came in with a rock, low key. That's equivalent to what?
And when
He rock paper scissors, he only ever picked.
Rock.
That nigga said, "Rock paper hands."
Hey, but bro, I put respect on both of their names, just like Jugga said, because like I knew Killua was like, "Yo, I'm an assassin. I ain't got no friends." All right, that makes sense. But I knew Gon was fucking with that nigga equally heavy when my man Killua put a human heart in a doggy bag, and Gon was like, "All right, nigga, where next?"
Didn't even flinch.
How was this bro, man? He don't give a fuck.
He didn't even flinch.
He said, "Niggas die every day, b."
I'm telling you.
Like Gon said, he's savage. That's just it. Like Gon's like, we gonna have fun or get the job done or both. Like that's it. That's all. Like nothing else matters, bro. But like when one was in trouble, the other one was in trouble. Each other got each other's back.
Especially when the nigga was willing to sacrifice himself when he went to his little sister. I'm gonna call it his little sister.
Yeah.
He basically got a wish done to basically bring that nigga going back, and it could have has any type of catastrophic damage to the world or him or whatever. He was like, I don't give a damn. All I want is my nigga back. That's how you know you got you a ride or die or
Right.
whatever.
No, I feel you on that. Um, yeah, I won't add any more to the Krillin sauce. We could before we jump into the worst, then we'll just put some respect on some other ones we noted. Lucy from Fairy Tale. I only put Lucy down because she did follow Natsu into every fucking thing, and she probably secretly was his like battery with the power of friendship. He was probably channeling her energy half the time.
And
Facts.
Red Riot, to Bakugo at least. That nigga always seems to be around whenever Bakugo's around. You see Kaminari every now and then, but Red Riot seems to be the day one for Bakugo. Ida is another one that got called out. I don't know who put Ida out. Who wanted to put the little light respect on
for
her?
Deku. I mean, he'd have been fucking with Deku. He to me like, don't you know how had Klaus, like the first nigga to really start fucking with the commoner? I feel like Ida was that nigga for Deku. And he always with it. He slide with that nigga when he need him to.
All right.
I just wanted to point out Pikachu because that nigga been riding with Ash
yo,
for 20 plus
bro,
years.
that's real talk. though.
L's.
That's real talk.
Because that nigga Ash has zero strategy when it comes to fighting. I would have been left that nigga, to tell you the truth. I
That
would have
nigga
left that nigga
Pikachu
sitting like
loyal,
year two.
bro. That nigga
So-
like Jordan with the Bulls, my nigga. Like, oh my god, now I'd have been left Ash ass.
Exactly. So,
That's
yeah,
what
I'm
we got.
gonna
He
give it to
was
that
a
nigga
lightning
Pikachu
move,
because
a
he
ground
definitely
fight.
stayed through the bullshit.
That's facts. I mean, he even getting like, I mean, in my opinion, he got fuck, what is that called? Ah, fuck. What is it called when you like power it when like the creators of a game power down a move or a character?
Nerf.
Thank you. Like, cause I mean, Pokemon the show be doing Pikachu mad dirty with the nerf because with all these years, Pikachu should be like level 500, like easy. So the fact that he even loses at all, low key, kind of gets on me. But anyways, just gonna put that out there.
I was like, oh, okay, so is this nigga holding me back? Okay, I gotta find me a new trainer.
That's
Because I'm not getting
around.
enough experience.
All right.
But fuck,
So
can't think of anyone
Sam?
else.
yeah, niggas worse than him. I'm gonna go ahead and start. Cause fuck this show. That niggas need to. You supposed to be like like the side homie, the number 2. Horrible. And I know some people like him. Oh, he's cool. He falls asleep and does cool stuff. Okay, well that's 1% of the time. The other 99% of the time, he's flaky as shit. Look, I would not trust him for anything.
That's fair.
Zenitsu was an issue. He need to go home.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead.
I agree.
I'm gonna go ahead and throw in a very similar person. I'm gonna go ahead and throw in Usopp because that nigga is way too scary.
Ooh.
Yep. I'm throwing in Usopp.
Wow.
Okay, ooh.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that he's a
Ooh,
trash person to have your back, but he's definitely worse than Zoro by a mile.
Oh,
That nigga
okay,
definitely
yes.
take his fear
Okay.
and let that shit overcome him in many cases.
That's tough. I mean, you got to remember though, the phrase is ride or die. So maybe,
That nigga finna run. That nigga said at first, I'm finna run or die. And then,
Wow.
then if they forget about me, then I'm gonna try to scope them.
and you don't think Usopp's got like his actual crews back though? Like you don't think Usopp would take a body? I mean, take his own body for the crew. I think he would. F around.
I think the niggas that Zoro has faced, Usopp would definitely run first, and then try to find a way to try to snake him.
Facts. But what I'm saying is that if that like whoever we're talking about is over your head and you're in the same crew with Usopp, you think he's literally gonna run and let you get bodied? Because I don't know. I feel like Usopp has shown like some pretty decent character at times. Like I hear you. If they were alone, you know what I mean? Like Usopp 1v1, yeah, the immediate response is gonna be run. But if like you are about to die and
My
Usopp
nigga.
is right there,
My nigga,
I don't know.
Usopp told Nami to fucking tell Shorty ass that Luffy was not going to be the Pirate King. That nigga was literally trying to tell her to throw Luffy under the bus. Come on, bro. Talking about if you don't stick
It-
the sheep
that's
with a hairbrush, you
trying
can
to
kill
look
you.
out for Nami though, bro. I mean, Nami was about to get bodied.
I ain't trying to hit the bullshit. Nami was a better ride or die than Usopp in that scene. That's all I'm gonna say.
I mean, to Luffy. That's what I'm trying to say. To Luffy, yes. To
Exactly.
Nami, though.
You gotta be the ride or die to your captain, G.
I mean, like, I don't know. Yes and no, bro. I mean, survival's the number one, right? I mean, if you're not alive, you dead, so you can't do anything else afterwards. So I feel like it's respect. It's understandable, should I say, if you got to do whatever you got to do to survive. And homie said, Nami, you really trying to die right now?
And that's the thing. Zoro was like, I'm probably gonna die when I take all this damn pain from Luffy. So fuck it, run it.
Yeah, he ain't up there. He ain't with them niggas. That's his mate.
I don't know. Usopp's still my favorite character, so whatever. Anyways, next, I'm gonna have to put out Vegeta, bro, because I think to this day, if Vegeta gets even a hint that he could kill this nigga Goku, it's fuck whatever we're doing. It's fuck the world. It's fuck whatever else is going on. It's run these hands right now, and it's always been there from day one. I don't know if it's changed in Super. But all the way up leading to Super, it was like as soon as there was a moment where Vegeta thought he was finna get a come up, then it was like Goku run him now. So look, at the complete opposite of Ride or Die, Vegeta is only in it because he has FOMO. He's like, Goku keeps getting stronger. I can't miss out on the power ups this nigga is getting. That's why I follow him. Other than that, bro. As soon as that nigga, hey bro, I think you're stronger to go. All they need is one strong person to put that shit in that nigga Vegeta head, and he's on it, bro. That's
true.
it.
No, I agree.
He's on it.
Damn. This just came to my head, but obvious choice, Kabuto,
from
Naruto.
really?
We don't spend
So Orochimaru? He never wanted to betray him. He was definitely his ride or die, I thought.
We don't say that name around here.
I disagree. I mean, like from what we saw afterwards, homie was just in it in a similar sense to Sasuke. I mean, in a way.
I didn't get that at all. I feel
like that nigga Orochimaru did not want that nigga around. He was just like, okay, I guess you ain't gonna leave me or whatever.
That's what it was. I would argue that Kabuto was more ride or die than anything. Because I remember that's part of the reason why I hate this nigga. Because I felt like he came into the story coming off like a snivelly ass betraying type nigga, but yet he stayed loyal to Orochimaru till the end. Like even when that nigga died, he was still low key, I think, trying to bring him back when he was doing that half snake form bullshit. And I think
himself though, that's just it.
And I think even in Boruto, he's still following this nigga.
Damn.
Oh, now Boruto, I don't know.
I believe so.
That I think that one could argue by the way he was talking that he was playing like the super long game betrayal. But like I agree with MGG is like, bro, if your long game betrayal happens after this nigga dies,
what? You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you like after he did, Orochimaru was a bitch. Like, okay,
right.
You didn't say that while he was here.
Exactly.
Right.
Where all that talk now, nigga?
Yeah, so I can't even count that, especially the disrespect we put on his name. He down there with lock drop, bro. I'm gonna just say, nah, he was probably a fuck nigga.
The lock drop, damn.
But yeah, I mean, on the Naruto boat, we can toss out the Sasuke one. Same thing, even to this day, now that I guess he is loyal to Naruto, it still doesn't seem genuine. I don't know if it's just me. But I felt like in Boruto, I'm still kind of like, I don't trust Sasuke.
I mean,
He definitely wasn't a ride or die.
I don't see Naruto using his shit the same as Sasuke. I feel like Sasuke be using his shit all the time.
What you mean?
Like the second powers they got, the reincarnation god powers.
Yeah.
I never see Naruto pull out them balls, but Sasuke stay teleporting shit.
It's probably just because Kurama 2 broke him. As soon as he got full access to that, it's like, did he really need it?
Let's put it this way: do we think if Naruto lost to Demon Fox, would Sasuke run his fade? Because Vegeta would run the fade.
100%.
I think so.
I mean,
Maybe now, now he might have some sympathy, but if we were talking like Shippuden or beforehand, hell yeah. That's what I would say. Now I don't know. It's up in the air now because he's whooped him into submission, I guess. But yeah, even then, I still feel just a little bit. It went from like 50% to like 10% in Boruto, but it's never zero. I'll put it that way.
Exactly, because he
Never
because,
zero.
them niggas always want to be the Hokage. He might be like, it's my chance.
Yep.
He got that shit.
And you know Sakura being that nigga head, hey bro.
You know you better than him. That's why I chose you over him.
All right.
Ooh. Ooh.
All right.
Sakura with a long game.
Okay.
Just imagine that first day after he got whooped, how he slumped back into the village and just laid in his bed like, fuck. This nigga brought me back to this bullshit, bro.
He said it.
Right?
He really said he was gonna do it. Here I am.
Yeah. That shit wild. Well, yeah. Is that it for Worst Then?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, let's hop into the anime crossover episode, and then we'll do the manga stuff. So this topic is anime crossover episode. So we're just gonna pick two or more animes that we would love to see in a crossover episode.
I'm gonna just go ahead and start off by being petty. That time I got reincarnated as a slime
Wow, you're actually doing this. Okay.
and Goblin Slayer.
Oh, you tripping, bro? Tripping.
Yeah.
Because you asking for Goblin Slayer to catch an L, bro.
He might kill some goblins, but after that he getting ran.
Rimar was like, after what he just did in this last season, just for some niggas fucking with his village, I wish Goblin Slayer would try to touch a goblin in this motherfucker's lane. He will fucking turn that nigga's shit inside out, bro.
Hey man, you gotta see how dedicated that nigga is to the cause.
That's right, but Rimaru's not a goblin, so minus 50 to his attack, strength, charisma, all his stats go down immediately, bro. You not a goblin? Stats are.
That's the thing though. I'm just seeing him getting ready to attack a goblin, and then this nigga come and say, "Nah, bro, you don't want to do that."
But hear me out.
Right. And is he gonna say, "Nah, fuck you," and then still try to go in for the attack?
I'm gonna tell you exactly what he's gonna say. He be like, "Hey, bro, these my goblins. Don't kill him." He'll look at that nigga, goober it in. What you talking about?
Hey, player 5, didn't you say that the scariest nigga is a caveman with a rock and only one intent to kill you? That's literally what the Goblin Slayer is.
Yeah,
A
but he only
caveman
like
with a
that to
rock.
goblins. This is where
Right.
Rimaru fucked up. If Rimaru accidentally absorb a goblin, he get them traits, bro. It's over with this. I was going to figure out a way then.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
100%.
this nigga part goblin?
It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Oh, he said that nigga got 1% goblin either? Oh, okay. It's a wrap.
To guess
That's all
these
you
things.
need.
I ain't gonna lie. Like if there was like one episode and like Goblin Slayer had all the stats on the village to see how he would try to execute all the goblins, that could be a decent episode.
Have y'all seen the
100%.
Goblin Slayer movie yet?
No.
I did.
That nigga definitely well equipped to fight niggas outside his power range.
I mean, he still got a little lucky though, if we being real.
But at this point, bro, he like Batman with prep time, bro. If you got a percentage of goblin in you gonna figure it out, bro. You're going to hell. He might go with you.
That's true. Nah, actually, Loki, I could see that. Like he just targets only the goblin population. Maybe he could maybe be able to.
He'll
do that.
die after that. He okay.
Oh yeah, 100% though.
Yeah.
Damn.
That nigga, he got luck.
I'm gonna toss mine out there, and it's gonna be a little different, but I feel like it would be almost like in the Isekai Quartet type of show, but I want it with all of like the anime strategists. Like I want Light Yagami, fucking Lelouch from Code Geass, Shikamaru, like any like dope anime strategist you could think of. A few from some of like the gaming series, all that stuff, in one show where they just like do shit. Like it doesn't even have to be. It's like a slice of life, but just with them. I think that would be the funniest shit ever because just getting out of bed will be like a detailed thought process like episode. Like, oh well, if I go outside, well, no, Shikamaru always takes a shower at like 9 a.m. So I can't go to the shower right now. Like niggas will really be breaking that shit down. I just feel like it would just be absolutely hilarious. And then a little petty like fights amongst each other.
I like that.
That'd be hilarious for me to watch.
Question:
No.
do they keep all of their little powers that they have from their respective shows?
Shit, I would let that. I feel like that'd make that shit more fun. If it's slice of
Like
life,
the Death Notebook and fucking Lelouch keeping his little eyeball power and shit.
that shit would be funny as hell. Hell yeah.
Yeah. No,
That's broke.
I was gonna say if they actually like kept that light as far as like a slice of life comedy. Oh yeah, I see that potential being huge.
Yeah.
That could be mad decent.
Shit.
I gotta think of a new one because I ain't gonna lie, that was mine. I was like, I want to see Lelouch and Life like,
Oh.
and I so fucking give them all their skills, all their power. Lelouch on one end of the side, Light on the other, and it's like, bro, go. Whoever take over the world win. That'd be hard. Cause I'm like, bro, I don't know. That'd be hard.
That would
But
be
L
hard.
in that bitch, like, bro, if L catch either one of y'all, y'all lose. That'd be hard. That'd be the coldest fucking. Nah, niggas ain't ready for that.
I'm telling you.
Nigga,
I mean, it's low key.
Netflix, we talking to you. Make that shit.
Yo, if right
No, don't make it Netflix. You don't have a good track record.
Damn.
for slice of life comedies though, I could see it. I mean, they got Psyche. They got Psyche K. Don't sleep
Yeah,
on
but
that
I
show.
mean, like, did they really produce that anime or did they just translate it?
I mean,
You know?
you know what I mean, though.
I'm talking about Netflix original animes outside of Castlevania. I'll leave Castlevania alone.
Pennsylvania went hard.
But
That's all
Castlevania
they
they go.
got. Castlevania. That's
Yeah. Ragnarok, anybody? No.
That's trash.
High rise invasion? Nope. So,
What about
Yasuke.
that? That's
Right.
with the animals.
all those Godzilla versions?
and shit?
Right?
You need to chill out on B-Stars. B-Stars.
I actually did see season 2. Fuck.
B-Stars hard.
I'm good.
I
So
gotta
I
see
saw that season 2 pop up and I said, hi, not getting me for a second round.
I thought y'all said that shit was weird as hell.
It is weird.
But I thought it was decent. Season 1 B stars, I actually liked the decent.
I don't know where you guys are getting decent from. What episode does this happen?
It's a slice of life.
Oh, okay.
That's why you don't like it. It is not
Also,
exciting. Niggas are not throwing hands.
Yep.
It's purely a slice of life.
I don't even mind the not hands. It's just like I didn't get what the plot is. The plot just figuring out who got killed, who the murderer is.
But yeah, it's the
The main hidden plot, yeah.
That's like
more or
the
less.
B plot. The A plot really just these niggas living.
That's true. That's
And
true.
that's what a slice of life is. You have to be okay being like, I'm not about to find nothing crazy. I'm just about to watch these goofy niggas live.
Pretty much. Pretty
Like
much.
going through a zoo.
I'll get it to you, bro.
Oh, okay. So mine is low key a bite from what Gramps just said and Player 5's idea from back in the day. But now that the Tempest Federation is getting like mad stacked, I think in like an Overlord like Tuma Nazarick versus just Rimuru in the country, that would be crazy decent. Like holy crap!
That'd
Like
be
that
fucked up
clash
too,
of all
though.
them. Wait, what?
I said that'd be fucked up too because it's in the Isekai within the Isekai.
Right. I mean,
Like for one of them, it's going to be I got transferred to another world after being transferred to another world. So
but just to see those two squads clash, especially with like the animation, the actual like planning, the strat, like it's like everything. I just think that would just be redonkulous.
yeah, that'd be hard.
I think for me, something that would be cool, like I said, we already talked about my first one. My second thought would be like maybe I don't want to do a mashup of a bunch of different worlds, like so not quite an Avengers of shonen, but maybe like one or two separate shonen. Right now, the one that was in my head that I think I would probably like the most would probably be like Shaman King and Black Clover. I think those will work out cool, similar
That's
power
interesting.
systems. And then it could just be like, oh, they've been in our world. They just like shaman niggas that it will ghost magic. And I think that'd be cool as like a fight shonen. Yo and Asta are just like completely different main characters. And they
Like the opposites.
we gotta do it. Yo be like, shit.
Chill
we
out, bro.
Die here today, nigga.
Right? Chill out, bro.
Yo, just
Relax.
relax, dog. If it's this the
Yeah.
day we go, we go. Fuck it. But I think it'd be fun, or maybe like D Gray Man and Black Clover or something like that. That'd be cool. I'd enjoy it. Any random group of like non-super high tier, like I don't want like no Dragon Ball Z Naruto type niggas, where they could compare and actually have a real world threat. I wouldn't mind seeing something like that.
Yeah. I can't even lie though, like two things that came up out of that. I do like the idea of like a Jump Force type of series. Like just all your favorite like big popular shonen kind of like in a series, and then they could just make each episode something focused so you see those dream crossovers you always wanted. But in addition to that, I really want like a Can Beat Goku series, like where it's just like Goku in the world at a world tournament, and it's just like, yeah, we're making you fight the niggas that have been constantly put up as niggas that could whoop your ass.
A
And then
Shonen World Tournament.
yeah, exactly. And then
Oh,
kind
that'd
of
be
see
crazy.
who wins that. I think that would be dope. And then also from like, you know, just me being petty to the DBZ fanboys, it would be nice to be able to have that documented. Like,
Yo,
shut
but
the
that's
fuck up.
just it.
There it is.
A show like that, bro, would shake up the entire community.
100%.
Bro,
Like,
if
let me
you
compare
niggas
us.
really sitting down thinking about it, that'll fuck niggas' heads up. Because there's some
Oh,
people
yeah.
out here people not putting respect on. Because I know there's people out here like, yo, Edward gotta be like up here
Yep.
top 10.
Round one done.
Yeah, they like Edward versus Shinra. They like, who this firefighter nigga? He just Edward, out.
I'm so, and they should tell the stories like how they do like the Baki type of stuff, where it's just like that one up, and you don't really know who's gonna win. I feel like if they told it like a typical fighting anime, that shit would go hard. Every episode, niggas would be go at the edge of their seats, tweeting on social media like, "Oh no, this nigga gotta win."
That just made me realize right now, I would love to see Shinra versus Asta in a fight. That'd be a fun fight of niggas that's just like, bro, I'm really not going.
Bless you.
Like, I'm about to push past my limit. I wonder who would go first is all up there.
Hey, bro. Yeah, no, that would be funny. It would have to be like they'd have to take in information from the audience to kind of figure out how to do the matchups at first, or it would have to be like not maybe like a tournament where everyone ends up fighting everybody, but like a dream battle type of situation where it's just like, hey, this fight for today is just like these two random characters we pulled together or whatever.
I
But
would like a tournament, because then, because then you still get to keep speculation. You be like, hey, but this nigga got knocked out in this round. If he would have, like, yeah, it don't matter, bro. Niggas
they might have to tier that tournament up though, because they and it may be a timeline based thing or just like how they can scale the power levels. But yeah, go ahead.
weight classes, quote unquote weight
Oh,
classes.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
that would be good.
The Goku tier versus like the light Yagami tier. You a nigga
Yeah.
with hands.
Right.
Kenichi taking the normal nigga tier. Guaranteed.
That's what I'm saying. It'd be nice to see him against, like, you know, they have these weird older school ones, like even the nigga from Parasite, where his power's pretty dope, but like definitely not banging with the top tier niggas, but above normal nigga type of battle, right? Like that should be
Kenichi
interesting.
versus what's dude from the sumo, Hinamaru.
Oh
That'd be a good
shit,
little fight.
Wow.
that will be interesting.
Wow.
That will be interesting. But I think Kenichi taking that one.
Yeah.
He gonna feel it. He gonna feel it.
Oh, it's not gonna be an easy win at all. It's not gonna be easy at all. Because Hinamaru will take a punch to the face and be like, "Demon wheel!" Like flip that.
Bro, he didn't even fall over.
Right.
I can't knock him to the ground. That's that demon wheel.
I'll tell you.
Good shit.
All right. Yeah, that was dope.
Hey,
Okay,
right
so
now, hey, Funimation, Viz, whoever
telling
needs
you.
to see it, it's in the air,
Bro,
bro.
that's
I'm telling you,
Just
just
the world tournament.
cut us a small check. It don't gotta be big, but I mean,
We'll
definitely cut us a check.
1% of the profit, bro. That'll be we'll,
Oh, 1%, we're set. That's a set for life.
we ain't got to talk about it.
The way niggas hype this shit up, we be set for life.
Hey,
100%.
just make,
Oh my
just make
God.
sure we get Disney to sign that contract in our favor, and we go.
Wow. Shout out to Gojo.
We're getting on that civil suit.
All right. Let's jump over into the manga section real quick. And
Just one quick thing. I actually got to roll out.
all right.
Okay.
See ya.
I will see y'all on the flip side.
Peace.
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 All right, so in the put some respect on section, I just want to call out some stuff that came out. We already talked about the Bleach one. The Chainsaw Man author also put out a one shot, which I read. It was really long. Yeah, it was really long. Okay read, but nothing you should just jump at reading. And then the Promised Neverland author got me for a second round. He put out a one shot called DC3. It wasn't good. And I'll leave it at that.
What's it about?
It was a girl who is the daughter of a scientist, and this scientist was working really hard on trying to discover this thing about androids. And she, as like a 3-year-old, accidentally figured it out. Like she was playing on his computer and figured out the one thing he needed to make it work. So because of that, the whole world is chasing after her and trying to kill her for some reason. And then her dad creates a robot of a dead friend of hers to protect her. It's a one shot, so it just ends with that kind of.
I see.
Yep.
So she is 3 years old though.
No, she got older and she's like an expert at running away from niggas. Okay. And then he's like, "Well, you need an android to help you out because you can't just keep doing this by yourself for the rest of your life."
I feel like he was like, "Damn, the only part of Promised Neverland was good was the runaway aspect."
Yeah.
You just make that the whole manga.
100%.
If he went that hard, I'll fuck with it.
Right.
It become something. We'll see.
It won't. It was a one shot. I don't think it's coming back. Wow. And then Chojin X was another one that's been circulating in my reads. It was done by the Tokyo Ghoul author. It is very, very weird and hard to get into at first, but I'm kind of just sitting with it to see what pops off. That's it from me.
The only real manga highlights I wanted to just put some respect on was Deku vs. 1A, which we don't got to talk about a lot because we kind of already talked about it.
This is an anime, or are you talking about just now in the manga? Oh shit, my bad. Manga highlights.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. Like I said, I already explained how I thought it went down, but I think Deku vs. 1A was cool. I would have liked to see a little more dirty Deku, but
yeah.
The one thing that was surprising about me was how they fortified UA. That bitch looked like a prison. Like,
Yeah.
I really thought they pulled up on Tartarus at first.
Right.
Oh shit, that's UA.
And they said the walls is just the beginning of it. I was like, niggas got barriers and shit. The fuck going down? Where was this at?
Damn, like y'all nigga, like if I saw that would make me scared. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that does not do a good job of alleviating the social pressure. Like I'm like, damn, we gotta be behind this. Oh, y'all really getting y'all ass beat?
Right. 100.
Yeah. And then the other thing I wanted to put respect on was the Devil arc in Black Clover. Saint Stage. Noelle finally admits she loves Asa, although she don't deserve him. I'm Team Mimosa over here.
How'd you feel about support mage Rill? Because I was kind of surprised that they took that turn with his character. I'm just assuming at this point forward he's a support mage.
That move was so cold.
It was out of nowhere. I was like, nigga, how does painting turn into like, oh yeah, you're fucking, what was it? The mana like doesn't deplete or something?
No. Worse than that. If it was that, I'd be like, okay, that's kind of cool. It's Immortal P. You can't even die in there.
That's wild.
For a certain period, that I'm saying. Like they showed the potential when he was taken over by the elf. It's like, bro, he can literally make a world more or less. And they just like blew that up. So it's just like, woo. He popped up after seeing this. In my opinion, he popped up a little bit. So after all this over, we could probably re-rank after round.
Did y'all read the latest chapter?
Yep.
So that end, Mr. Nazel. Are we putting respect on his name? Yeah. Because I didn't. I thought that was shit, bro.
We gotta see. Hold on. You never know. I always thought he had potential. They just underplaying him hardcore. But I mean, he just reminds me of Gara. So I mean, it's not like I can sleep on him 100%.
I'm about to say this. That nigga a fucking bitch.
That's what I'm saying.
Bitch. Nigga, we already stated that Nama and Lilith, you could feel they spirit pressure from the motherfucking Clover Kingdom. So when Magicula came out, everybody knew she was out. That nigga was like, dang, they about to die over there. That's crazy. He waited. He was like, oh wait,
they still alive?
Because Because if Asta made it from where the fuck he was,
That's
before
true.
you
Yeah.
got there, you was outside.
That's true.
That's true.
I
He was playing some games.
Like, nah, nigga, you a bitch.
Yeah. And they're really going to have to pull out something inventive, like how they did for real, where it was just like totally left field for me to buy into Nozel right now. Because all he did was what? Put her in a silver cage so far?
Strong
So far.
enough that he could block her attack. I think that shows already he a captain. But it's like, I think this should be Noel's W. I think he should just support her.
Yeah.
I mean, that's definitely going to end up being the case. The question is still how. I mean, like after. Oh, I mean, for me, the hype is there after Real, and I was still wanting to see more Charlotte. Still low key, a little disappointed, but
Yeah, that shit was kind of trash. What, the big old spear? I said, I think we already got enough spears, bro.
right.
Come up with
Yeah,
something.
I was like, man, why everybody doing like Valkyrie things?
Right.
Get your own motif, bitch.
I mean, showed out like more than Charlotte just now, and yo, did y'all know Buddy being alive? Effing Gaja? I was surprised he was even still alive. Effing wait, what?
That's because of Real spell. Basically, he
Oh.
said he was like, oh, I'm
Right. Okay, I didn't even think about that.
Happen. So
Right.
I think
Okay.
real spell caught him like
Okay.
right before he died.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm hoping we get a like. I find that also funny too because it's kind of like it's not really, but I like to think of it as like a jealous thing where like there's like we can only be two lightning users, my nigga. One of us gotta go, and it's not gonna be me because I'm with the Black Bulls. Like, like you know what I'm saying? Like,
Pass that torch, big fella.
right? It's like you can't be pulling out lightning moves that I don't have. You feel what I'm saying? So I wonder if there's gonna be some sort of torch passing that happens too between Gaja and Luck. I don't really know what he could give
I
him,
don't think
but
Luck is anywhere near as strong as Gaja.
he's not, but that's what I'm saying. Like passing the torch in some way of like, hey, here's a move that I have that you don't have, or here's some like power that you
I feel
know.
like he taught him all the skills. It's just gonna take time at this point because he already taught him how to use arrays.
Yeah,
You know, he learned ultimate magic from the elves. Like if you're
Sure.
not stronger than him, nigga, you ain't there. You got
right. That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, Luck gonna get there. He only what like 19,
Right.
Yeah,
which
I
ain't
need
no
no.
excuse because Real only like 19 too. So.
Right, Real is out here getting it. Talking about I'm inspired. Out here having an orgasm, coming up with new moves and
That
shit.
nigga impressed the whole elder demon. Like,
Yeah.
he was like, okay.
It's some new shit, bro.
I see my real youngest captain. That's hard, bro.
Right.
And this is the worst part about it. If he'd have did like some arrays or something, that nigga was just like, this me. Bam! Put that bitch up there.
But yeah, Black Clover as usual still going hard.
Stop. Take the pedal off the metal, nigga.
Right.
We need a beach arc.
Whoa.
That's after this. That's probably after this. But the thing is, they're gonna be introduced to water demons after
I know,
that.
right? Well, you know who on the beach gods.
Right.
God. Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, My Hero is doing what My Hero is doing. Like I said, that movie's coming out eventually. The chapter itself, I do have to call out the respect on Bakugo's character development. First time in anime history I've seen a tsundere rival make such a drastic 180 like I seen Bakugo. So I gotta put respect on the writing there. It's giving me little bits of Lemillion vibes. Like that's the kind of writing that I appreciate in My Hero, where I'm like, okay, he's writing a good story. Like that build up for Lemillion to the loss of his powers, I thought was one of the dopest writing I've ever seen in a manga. And I feel like this turnaround with Bakugo, while not on that level to me, is pretty darn close because it just kind of like, I wouldn't say it came out of nowhere, but I think people who normally read shonen didn't expect it to get as deep as he took it. And I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, y'all peep that he called him Izuku for the first time.
Oh, well,
by his name.
I
Oh,
didn't
that's
see
the little
that.
light touches.
That's it.
Yo.
Americans, that's
Respect.
over our head, but the Asian niggas,
The respect dynamics.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's it for the manga highlights. Anybody else got something you want to talk about?
Whatchamacallit? The new series, Hunter's Guild, Red Hood,
Yeah.
still hot.
Oh
It's
yeah.
still hot. There's only literally like what 4 or 5 chapters. Every chapter was kicking. And
This
like
last chapter,
yo, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like they're actually like ooh.
yeah.
Like everything's just like hitting right now. And like as far as like that, I mean, I don't know if you want to call it a cliffhanger, but like as far as the extension to like the next, as far as like what the series is gonna build up to, there's
Yeah.
a lot of good potential
What
of
is
this
it
show
about?
right now. So
It's a grim. It's like a Grim Tales manga,
Yep.
basically werewolves, witches, and people hunting those things, but in
Right.
manga format. I think it's pretty dope. Right now, they've just shown werewolves and witches, but it looks like it expands past that, probably to.
Do we get a chance to get to an anime? You think? Or?
Uh,
it's still super early. Like they only
It
have,
is early.
like 4 or 5 chapters, like period. But just that the chapters have just been
Shit,
hit.
Jujutsu Kaisen damn near got greenlit after 20 shit.
See, but like, yeah, the thing about it is, I think the where it's coming from is so like different, I guess, that it's hard to tell. Like when I saw Kaiju number 8, like even in the first maybe 10 chapters, it was pretty clear to me that eventually it's gonna get an anime, just because like the way the action was
The
sold,
style,
the
yeah.
lightness of the story. I'm like, this is an easy sell. This one, I think
This-
it's gonna be dependent on the fan base, like
Yeah.
how much niggas hype it, to whether or not it gets a anime or not.
Because it's got like a Chainsaw Man feel to it.
Change
A
little bit.
Oh man, coming.
Well, I mean, like I don't think it's as gory.
But I feel like Chainsaw Man popped up because the fan base hyped it.
Right.
I don't think it ever would have caught that on its own.
Right. Like the Hunter's Guild's gonna need time. Like straight up.
Yeah.
Like the only other show that I thought might be, well, not show, only other manga that I thought, trying to think, what's the other one we're reading in GG, the MASH, Magic
Yeah.
Muscles. Like that, I feel like that's gonna get animated one day.
That's got to get an anime.
I mean, it's literally like One Punch Man, more or less, as far as to how they would sell it. So it's like, yeah, that's gonna happen.
And I think that's what Jugga said is key there. It's like there isn't something that I can come to in my mind that's an anime right now that could go like, oh, they could sell it like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. But in any case, I mean, only a few chapters out, but just like keep an eye on it, because that looks like that's gonna keep on going. So
All right. Anything else on manga? If not, MVPs and goofies. All right.
I can start.
Go ahead.
My MVP of the month is gotta be Takamichi from Tokyo Revengers. I have heard that people saying he's not a cold main character just because he began beat up, and I think that's ridiculous. My man Takamichi really put Toman on his back.
Big facts.
He came through clutch. Like, all I gotta say is, like, bro, his clutchness was solidified when he fought for his life for Draken. You know what I'm saying? He took the knife to the hand.
Dragon my nigga, bro.
Bro.
Dragon is my nigga.
He took the knife to the hand, bro. He choked Buddy out. And when he choked dude out, I was like, all right, bro, you officially part of Toma. You part of the
Heart. He got heart for the gang, bro.
heart, bro.
That's what they needed. It's like nobody in there can out heart my nigga Takamichi. That's it. Period. Everybody else gonna fold after a certain point.
right,
But Takamichi, he got the heart for days.
right.
But the
It
worst
is.
part is, the only part that keep me from goading him is that he really doing all this for pussy, and that's, I'm like, bro.
I feel like eventually it gets to be more than that. If you haven't already got the little seasonings.
It evolves to like, yo, he doing this for his homies, like,
Yeah.
his buddy trying to kill himself, like all that. I get that. He doing it for the perfect timeline. It evolves, but we know where it started.
Yeah, that's true.
He's probably the good name of Toman by starting it that way, bro. Come on, bro.
Hey, I feel you, but I mean, she was worth it though. It seemed like.
Damn,
Compared to some of the other people be sacrificing their life for, Hinata does seem like a good one. I'll put it that way.
yeah.
Fair. She ain't no soccer.
Right. She walked up to them niggas and smacked them across. He said, I don't give a fuck if you're the strongest. That, to me, scene was perfect. And I felt like it perfectly explained like how Takamichi was gonna be. Like that nigga grabbed Dragon's hand and said, "Don't touch my girl." And he's like, "This nigga is shaking. Like
Right.
he's scared right now, but he has absolutely no choice but to stand for his honor at this moment." I feel like that summarizes Takamichi Period. Right there, that scene.
But this is my issue though.
Mm-hmm.
All of it built there. That's why he's still my MVP. It built there, yeah.
Yeah.
But it didn't start there. You feel me? And we would be lying if we said it started there. It started for one reason. That nigga was like, bro, I'm a lame. I ain't had none in a minute. I really took this time when I was dating this girl. I'd die for that shit. That's how that happened. And he falls, you know?
I'll give it to you. I'll give it
But
to you.
Takamichi, he my MVP. My Goofy is Kazutoro. That's like the black and gold hair member of Toman, started member of Toman, the one that got Mikey brother offed. That dude, man, I hate that dude. It was annoying watching it, man. Like, you like, yeah, bro, Mikey, you feel me? I'll get me a Toman jacket, bro. And he did that. I was like, man, this dude. I can't fuck with him. The worst betrayal in anime.
But he did it out of like kindness, though. He did it because he loved Mikey. That's the unfortunate part, right?
Okay, but if he didn't go crazy after, I would be like, all right, bro, I get it, you fucked up. But you gonna go crazy and blame it on Mikey, bro?
Oh yeah, okay. I give it to you there.
Bro, you a cluck, dog. Like,
For sure.
Life together.
For sure. But that's also what I love about Japanese delinquent mangas. Is it's just like, yo, kids really just be out here doing nothing. Like, it's just some real latchkey ass shit, and you just like, how is this normally happening to a group of kids somewhere? And it's like, it definitely is.
Bro, I swear, after I started watching that, I started watching more like delinquent documentaries.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, these niggas really was out here wild.
Out here, bro.
And it's like deep on motorcycles, beating niggas up.
Right, and if they don't get groomed into like the Yakuza, which I'm assuming is the next step probably in their culture, is like you're a little delinquent gang, you don't ever get out of that shit. So eventually Yakuza's like, all right, come on. But the ones that like don't do that and then just become normal adults after, they be like, that was some of the dumbest shit I ever did in my life, and I don't understand why I did it.
Bro, I swear. And that's exactly what they look like in the show, too. It's like, I'm a regular custodian, bro. I don't know why I was out there banging so hard. Should have been in school. At least they realistic.
I'm telling you. Alright, I'll toss mine out there. My MVP is going to Bakugo. I think the character development there deserves it for me. He's come to be a nice guy without it feeling like forced or like lame in any way. I respect the maturity that he's shown. So I'll give him MVP. Goofy has to go to DC3. That's the manga that was written by the Promised Neverland's author. Thanks for proving that you could only write one art decent, bro, because everything after that was trash.
Got him.
That's all I'll say.
I'm trying to find a Goofy, but as far as the MVP, new anime by Mappa Studios, the Idaten in a Peaceful Time, something like that. So, hold on. Here we go. The Idaten deities know only peace. Anyways, man, where to really start? So, I mean, the basic summary is pretty much there are gods that are in the world, in like a basic human world, that their only job is to protect humans from demons and to pretty much not interact otherwise. That's pretty much what they were doing for a long time. They said, F it, and they just sealed up all the demons, killed off all the demons, and then just like no demons for like 800 years. So like all the gods that are still alive, like pretty much don't know battle, don't know nothing, because they just been peaceful, just doing nothing, right? Then after the 800 years, they pretty much come back, and demons are trying to like, run up, whatever. But they having a problem because the gods are still broken, even though they're like low key weaker than back in the day because they haven't been fighting. Anyways, that's pretty much the premise. The action, mad decent. The art style is different. To say the least. It's a kind of more, what's the word, like cartoony, a lot more bright colors, kind of similar to, what were the feels I was getting? Like Kill la Kill a little bit.
Okay.
But like overall though, it's still mad decent, action, mad decent, and the reason why I'm really hooked right now is because one of the Iraten Easley, homie's like mad strategist. like homie like thinks on par like that ish, and like he be thinking like moves on moves ahead. Like it's not crazy, but it's like homie uses logic hardcore, and since they're like gods, homie's been like smart for a minute, even though he's still technically young and still learning. So like he kind of like drives like the plot more or less as far as the audience goes, and it just like keeps you mad interested as far as to like just checking out his brain processes and seeing everything else in consequence. But in any case, only like 4 episodes in, definitely worth a watch, and for what I've been seeing, definitely worth MVP status. Only thing I will say though is that their Ep 1 is low key triggering. Hashtag Goblin Slayer, hint hint. So just in case y'all be like into it, like, oh yeah, let's do whatever Jugga said, and then they like low key get hit. Just be aware. But yeah, definitely MVP for that one. Goofy, still trying to.
I'll give it a watch. The art style does look a little bit like Bloodled to me.
Oh, actually, that's a good point. Yeah, I forgot about that
real
show.
bright and
Yeah,
weird.
yeah, that's a good call. But whatchamacallit, as far as Goofy goes, fuck. Damn. I low-key do not have one right now. I'm not even gonna lie.
That's okay.
I mean, if anything, I'm just gonna give another MVP to. I was mad impressed by Robin up in One Piece. I really didn't think that she was gonna be able to 1v1 Black Maria like that, and she came out cold. like
This
let's go.
mission and shit.
Like we finally got the fight that we've been wanting from Robin for like a minute, and like she showed out. Like she pretty much said, "I'm in like what's her tier called? The second big three of like the one.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
What
Like,
name we got it? We gave
right.
it, but yeah, the mini monster trio, sure.
Right. The was it Robin, Frankie, and Brooke?
Brooke.
Yeah. But no, she straight up showed out. For her to solo a Toby Ropo like that, mad respect.
Right.
Finally. But yeah.
Okay. Well, that's it for us. Before we get out of here, I just want to say thanks to everyone that came out to our DreamCon panels or supported us from the interwebs a few weeks ago. We'll likely be at the one next year, so see y'all there and see y'all at other conventions in the future. Thanks for sitting on the live stream and enjoying us chat. Full episode will be out at some point over the next couple of weeks. Other than that, man, that's it. See y'all.
Alrighty. Until next time.